Hello, my juicy calzones. How are...
Sir,
What?
that's me.
Oh, my manager's jealous because I only am allowed to call her my juicy little calzone, but I'm going to call you my juicy calzones too. So, hello, my little kitty cat. Kitty something.
Yes.
Okay, anyway, we're going to do Instagram. We're going to talk Instagram. That's what we're going to do here. Because you want to grow on Instagram. Because you want to be a spicy little tornado and take over the algorithm and grow your potential so you can grow your brand. Or you might just want clout. But we're going to talk about that too for all you clout-seeking lovers. But seriously, everyone wants to grow on the Instagram. And I have been able to grow to over 22,000 followers. I'm a musician, I'm an artist. I have broken millions of streams for my songs. I'm gonna help you grow so you can build your personal brand and get what you do out in the world. So, oh, by the way, do you like my nails? If you like aesthetic, you should follow me on Instagram. Wink, wink. So we're gonna jump into it because who cares about long videos that promise big things and underdeliver? So number one, you need to figure out what your brand positioning is. You need to figure out what you're offering. You need to figure out your why, who you are, your niche. It is so important to have a niche. You know, for me, I know that we're all multifaceted people and sometimes it's hard to narrow down. And for me, I also have a lot going on. You know, I have a lot of lifestyle stuff as part of my brand. You know, I'm doing even skincare videos and I've done brand partnerships with fashion companies and labels. You know, it's a big part of who I am, but you do need to figure out your niche. And luckily for me, because I'm a musician, I can just put everything under that. And then the people who might be into this kind of video might introduce me to a different audience. But my fans, my raving fans that are into my music are going to also be into the lifestyle stuff too. So it brings it all back together, but really figure out your niche, figure out what you want to represent, what you want to narrow in on, because your followers and the people who see your content and like it, they want to understand what they're going to get. If they see you all over the place, they're going to be like, But if they really love fashion or beauty and you're doing all the fashion and the beauty, then they're going to show up for it. You know, they're going to be like, oh, I'm going to get this in return. Just keep that in mind because we want to offer valuable content. If you are educating someone, giving advice, inspiring someone, you know, even if you're a comedian, you have to have valuable content that people want to engage with. Otherwise, they're just gonna leave you hanging because there's so many people on Instagram. And it's not true that if you're just good looking or naked all the time that you're gonna do really well on Instagram. I mean, those definitely help because I will tell you that when I post some sexy shots of like a photo shoot, a studio photo shoot, that gets a ton more engagement than when I just post like normal stuff, which I think is like heart cute. No, people want sexy cute. You know, that also actually leads to talking about Instagram Reels, which are still a great opportunity. You know, it's March 2021 when I'm filming this, and Instagram Reels have brought me to a much bigger audience. You know, one of my Instagram Reels got picked up by Instagram and it was featured on their platform, which you get a little notification. And that reel was shown to like 192,000 people in 1 week. That got my page in front of so many thousands of people. And I personally was just posting every other day. That's what I think is manageable for me. Instagram now recommends that you post 3 normal posts, 2 to 3 reels a week, and like 8 stories a day. But honestly, that's a bit too much. I think that it's really important on Instagram to have quality, and obviously it's always about quantity on social media. I'm sure you know that, but the quality on Instagram is just a much more professional platform than, let's say, like having fun on TikTok. So keep that in mind. But what worked for me at the time to grow my audience over 22,000 was to do the reels and to be posting every other day and to be doing like a normal post and then a reel. I always do a lot of stories. I'm always doing a lot of lifestyle. And I will tell you, I was joking about that sexiness earlier, but my reel that got featured starts with me in my underwear, and I'm putting on clothes, and I start, I put on in like an outfit of the day, you know? And yeah, I'm gonna stream it here. You can see it here. And yeah, I start in my underwear. And of course I got that featured. And then my other reel that did the best was I also started in my underwear. Do we see a pattern here? I think so. But that said, you know, it's not just about being good looking. Like, you really have to have that overall, I'm not just saying how good looking I am, but you have to have the overall package. You have to be able to speak to people and give them something they offer. Let them know what they're getting into if they invest in following you. And then I want to fully disclose this. Another way that I've grown my platform using ads for my music. I'm pushing ads to Spotify and YouTube at various times. I haven't been doing this recently, and I still grow like 20 to 30 to 40 subscribers a day. But I did use this and grow pretty quickly. I don't recommend this if you're not a musician or if you don't have a brand to link it to. I'm sending them to a platform to listen, to stream, so that they become engaged. I'm hoping that they follow me on Instagram. I'm hoping that it kind of, pays the whole system. But if you are just a content creator but you don't have something to offer, I wouldn't suggest that. If you are, though, an artist or musician, I do have a course on how I break down these ads and exactly how I make them up, and you can get that link down below. It is what helped me as an independent artist break millions of streams on Spotify and other platforms and be able to generate a fan base all over the world. It was one of the big things that helped me, besides just posting consistently. And, I saw my growth and I have seen my growth from both ways. So I wanted to share the full picture and be as transparent as possible, because I think that's really important to know how each individual account works. So yeah, if you are a musician or you are an artist or maybe you're selling something, maybe ads will work for you because they put you in front of people who will become new followers, but they also might buy your product. And I know that I reach a lot of fans all over the world who tell me that they're going to be coming to my shows when we can perform again. So I know who is ready for some performances. I know I am. So, you have to decide if that would be right for you, but it is a way you can really grow on the platform, and you use Facebook ads. And like I said, if you want the course on how to break down the exact way to do it and going so much more into personal branding and all that, then link down below. And then just another thing that really worked for me is that I engage my audience. I'm a writer. I've been writing since I was 7 years old. And when I'm sharing my vulnerability, when I'm sharing my truths, I find that my audience is so much more connected to me. When I share the backstory of a song I wrote, or if I'm just sharing my struggles of the day, if I'm in a dark place or I'm just really going through it and I'm vulnerable and I write long-winded captions, that really worked for me because my audience are more interested in art. A lot of my audiences are poets and performers as well, really spiritual people like me, who are into that deeper meaning of life, as well as maybe, the hot and sexy side of human life. But I do find, it might not be right for you to write long-winded captions. Words might not be a thing. And a lot of times people don't read the captions, but if you have an audience that wants to engage with you on that level and you are an artist or you're doing something that is a little deeper or emotional based, then that could be a really good idea for you. If you do have a big personality, What do you think about that, baby?
About the big
Big.
personalities.
Oh, we love big
Personalities.
personalities. Big personalities.
Yeah.
Anyway, we're gonna get back to the video. So honestly, that might really be a way to connect deeper, because think about it. How do you remember someone? It's storytelling, right? You remember someone because of a significant memory that you placed on them. And are you really gonna just remember someone because you saw a beautiful picture of them? You might fantasize a little bit about them for a little while, but you're not gonna remember that. You know, if you can touch someone on a deeper level, then you're going to leave a lasting impression. And I feel like that's how you build a real audience, by leaving lasting impressions. So ask yourself how you can leave a lasting impression on people. How can you give so much value that you create a better life for the viewer? Social media is all about viewer experience. It's kind of like customer relations in, let's say, the hospitality industry. You know, the customer is always right. And in Instagram or social media, the viewer has the upper hand, because we all create content because we want to grow. You know, we want to be able to support ourselves financially and work for ourselves and not have to buy into the system, obviously. And so if you get clear on why you do things and the story behind it, I think you can connect with so many bigger people. And if you do like that and you connect with my story and you like the music, the lifestyle, all that, please give this a like and a subscribe, because you tell YouTube, the algorithm, that you care about small creators like me who put their heart and soul into everything they do and who have been doing it for a really long time. By liking this video, you push these good vibes forward. So I would appreciate that. Remember that at the end of the day, you have to trust what's right for you. You know, why are you building an audience? Why do you want to build an audience? If you have ideas or you have art that you want to share, then by all means go for it and share. But are you just chasing clout? Are you chasing numbers because you think that numbers give you power? Because no amount of numbers, whether it's 10,000 people or 10 million people, will ever give you inner power. So I recommend that you look at why you want to grow a following. And if you find that why and you feel you have a great story to tell, or you think you're a great photographer or great at fashion or great at giving advice for technology, then do that. Make it interesting, make it unique. Focus on your niche, focus on your story, and you will be able to find the people who can connect authentically with you. And also know that you're allowed to grow as you go. You don't need the best idea today. You don't need to have it all figured out. You will grow as you go, and you can always hide that old post, you know? So trust that. Trust that you are exactly where you need to be to start now and grow a following. If you feel you have some significant thing to add to the world of social media, I look at, this is my piece of heaven in the sky, and someone else has their piece of heaven in the sky, and we can all have a piece of heaven in the sky together, and that makes more heavens in the sky, or pieces of pies, or you get the vibe. You know, we can all have our slice of pie, and it can be delicious. My manager's off this eye going, She's Italian, so she loves delicious slices of pies. She also loves delicious slices of pizza. Who's talking about pizza?
We are.
I'm lactose intolerant. I'm not talking about pizza.
I made a mean vegan pizza the other night.
Oh, I have a vegan pizza actually in the freezer. That might be a good idea. I think you're getting hungry for your growth, hungry for life, and hungry to be inspired by all that life has to offer you. I honestly believe in you. If you're watching this video, thank you so much. I'm Garrett. I'm a musician. I'm from America. I'm from outside of New York City, and then I lived in New York from my teenage years on. Then I traveled the whole world, and then I lived in Berlin for 2 years. Now I live in London. Why am I doing this weird intro? I don't know. But if you like me and my spiciness, like I said, like this video because it helps small but growing creators grow and create their little slice of heaven in the sky so we can all be dancing when we're allowed to dance together. Otherwise, we can just dance energetically together and all support each other because that's what we're here for, you know? Community, connection. So if you live by those ethos and you want to start something, then start it. You can grow. There's still opportunity for you. Remember, be posting consistently, but make it quality first. Tell your story. Short captions can work. But if you have a deeper story, share it. Share it, share it. That is what leaves a lasting impression, more so than filters or aesthetic. Have all those things, but make it unique to you. Don't concentrate too much on the perfection. Just start, be authentic, share, and be happy because at the end of the day, it's you that's making it. It's you that's sharing your story, your brand, your etc., etc. And if you do want more personal branding tips, by the way, I run a spiritual platform called Creative Life School, helping people with life hacks and all that good stuff. And spirituality, we do like meditations and all of that kind of stuff, affirmations, ways to change habits and all that. But that's my other YouTube channel. And I'll link that video down below. It's like 3 essentials of personal branding. And it is talking about your story. It's talking about imaging. It's talking about all that we talked about, but a more structural kind of not just growing on Instagram, but like what you need to begin. It is talking about color palettes. There's a downloadable link that you can get with that to help you create your brand kit, if you will, because we're really into this stuff over here. But I do have those 2 platforms. So yeah, check that out if you want. Yeah, just go and do it. No one's stopping you. We have all the time in the world these days. If we've learned anything in the last year or so, it's that we can create our life and that no one can stop us. So thank you so much for being here. Click all those buttons. Follow me everywhere because I'm amazing. And I think you're amazing too. Much love. And goodbye for my peace and love nails. Spicy, baby, spicy. The end. Gotta smell good for Instagram. This is how you get followers, by smelling good. Miller Harris, Pew Santel sent by Miller Harris. I've shared it in like every video. They even commented on one of my videos. I'm waiting for a brand sponsorship. I'll just be smelling like perfection over here until you call me up. Miller Harris, brand burner. That was good.